Hey everyone, so before the episode begins, we just want to give a quick shout out to Danny
from El Celito Cafe.
From El Celito. Danny, happy birthday.
Happy
you're
birthday,
old as
man.
fuck now.
Yeah, way older.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Danny's the owner, creator, father of El Celito Cafe, where we do our podcast.
If you want a little more information on him, check out our other video of Jolin's single man documentary. He gives a lot more in-depth video of Danny himself. Yep. And El Celito Cafe.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. We could start the episode.
Yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Cafetalk. I'm here as always with my co-host Jolin. How you been, Jolin? How you doing today?
No, I'm doing all right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I see that magnificent beard still growing heavenly.
Thank you.
Any beard tips for our audience out there to keep such a luscious mane going?
When you get out of the shower, make sure you pat your beard down so that way it doesn't get all fuzzy.
The frizziness is actually real with the beard.
Yeah.
Hey, do you comb your beard?
I actually do.
Yeah? Oh, that's good. That's good.
It helps. It's weird because when you comb your beard, it helps soften it.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't expect it, but it's with beard hair, it's different from the hair on your head. Because it's a lot coarser, a lot thicker, and then there's parts of it where it kind of breaks or twists or whatever. As you comb it, you get rid of those imperfect hairs.
Yeah.
So it makes it softer.
So you could actually get some braided hair, some knots in there when you're combing it?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. As if anybody cannot tell already, I do not have a beard. And I've never had one, so I do not know how to contain one.
I've had a beard since, I don't know. I really started growing it in 7th grade.
Oh yeah, I cannot picture you without one.
Yeah, it came to fruition 12th grade?
Yeah.
No, 10th grade. 10th grade is when I really had it, and then I shaved it off, and then it grew back.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember. Yeah, that was early on still. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, and then college, my mustache starting to fill in.
Oh, yeah, you just had the bottom beard section
I just had an Amish
before.
beard for a long time. But I liked it.
You rocked it, though.
Yeah.
All right, Jolene, well, what do we have today for our audience? For the beautiful people out there, what are we going to talk about?
Kind of continuing what we talked about last week. We're going to
cars?
No, unless you guys want a whole podcast on cars again.
Oh yeah,
I'd be more than happy. We could explain what JDM is, what Euro imports are, just all the technical.
Have you been keeping up on their Donut Media videos of the drip card conversion? Yeah. Oh man, that looks so cool. I love checking those.
The only
videos
thing I don't
out,
really like about it is I understand because he's ordering all the parts and it takes a lot of time to actually basically build a car from the ground up. Mm-hmm. But
he's jumping back and forth from
the videos just take so long, and it's in one video he just gets the water piping done, and that's it.
Yeah, you expect him to do a lot more, but at the same time it's it's a clear view of how hard it is to build a car.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to do so much.
Blame him that much.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways,
if you want to know what we're talking about, go check out Donut Media. They have a whole section I think on Tuesdays, where one of their pro drivers is building a drift car for this season.
And that's where I'm learning my information on any little car that I'm actually interested in. They have a section called, what is it? The More You Know, or is it All Cut Up? Was All Cut Up? Is it All Cut Up?
Oh, yeah. The one where they explain cars?
Yeah, where they teach you the history of the car.
Speed.
Up to speed. There we go. I haven't been. I'm still new to it.
Yeah, Up to Speed is a pretty good segment when it comes to cars because I forget what his name is. They just call him Humphrey. Mm-hmm. He picks one car. So take for example the Golf GTI.
Yeah.
He'll pick that car and he'll start from the conception of the car to
the history of it all.
Its history, the highlights, and then where it is now.
Yep. The ups and downs of it all, and just the improvisations they made to it, and just everything there is to the car.
Exactly. So if you're if you're a motorhead or a petrol head, go check out Donut Media. They're pretty great. Yeah. And they're also funny. Yeah, and even if you're not, funny. I
mean, that's a good place to start. I myself got really into it with that. I'm not, as you all know, I'm not a big motorhead myself, but I'm slowly getting into it and I love it. It's really helpful.
Yeah, you are. I could tell a lot.
Yeah, dude, it's so much fun. But anyways, Jolene, you were saying what did you have planned today?
So we're gonna continue a little bit of what we talked about last week. In the essence of just storytelling, what makes a good story. Mm-hmm. examples that we choose that are good stories, things like that. Just storytelling in general.
Okay, alright, that's cool.
Because you know how last week we talked about if we could make a movie, what kind of movie would we make?
Yeah, I remember that. That was
I guess
great.
this one would probably be like if we were writing a book or a novel or a short story or something.
Or the beginning of your movie, is that it, Jolin?
I actually started writing.
Hint, wink, wink, is that it?
I actually started writing
damn.
it. Like, I'm getting the plot together and, like, the characters together.
How far are you already?
Not that far. Like, I'm setting up, like, the scene, the town, and the area that I want them to go to. I'm, like, trying to write it down, get the visual from my head onto paper.
Yeah.
And what's really helping us a lot is that I'm reading... I think it's 4 Seasons by Stephen King, and it's like 4 of his short stories. The Shawshank Redemption and Stand By Me were inspired by both of them. We're inspired by like 2 of the 4 stories that are in it. It's a really good book so far, and yeah, I highly recommend it.
Not bad. Does you're getting inspiration from that?
Yeah, because I don't know, Stephen King is just like a good writer. He's like arguably a great writer. Because he's had so many of his books like adapted into movies. Yeah. And he just knows how to story. So.
Okay, I see. And with that, do you believe you're a great storyteller, Jordan? How's the process going for you?
Like when it comes to like verbally explaining a story, I think I'm okay. I struggle with trying to get my thoughts together and trying to like heighten my vocabulary for people. Yeah. Other than that, I think I'm a decent storyteller. Yeah. Yeah, like I don't drag the story on like some people.
Some people? Oh, shots fired, Jonah. What do you have in mind?
It's just because Rocio, if she's listening, which I'm pretty sure Rocio's one of our like on again, off again listeners. Rocio's stories just drag on for a long time. And then sometimes she's like telling the story and we're like, what's the point? And she's like, oh, there was no point. And I'm like, how did you... Yeah, like, that's not even a story. That's just, like, arguing or complaining.
That's funny.
But, yeah, it's because Rocio's commented twice on our episodes.
She has?
Yeah, on the chili one, and our last podcast, she, like, corrected us about cockatoos.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I'm not a bird expert.
I know.
She had cockatoos?
I don't know. I've never asked her.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean... By the comment, did it look like she had cockatoos before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there you go. That's what I was asking.
So yeah, Rocio, if you're listening, we should hang out. Haven't seen you in a while.
So you would describe yourself as an okay storyteller, or as like a great one, or
as
just,
an okay
what's your confidence in that?
Yeah? Like from 1 to 10, I think I'm like a 5.5, going towards a 6.
Do you believe you're able to give the description your story deserves in that what you describe as short time frame, as even though you're trying to rush it and not let the story drag on?
When it comes to the time frame of explaining a story, I'll give myself an 8. Like I feel like I'm very concise in what I say, and I feel like I know when I'm dragging a story on, so I like to cut it to the point. Okay. But when it comes to like trying to get the picture from my head through my mouth into the other person's head, like I'll give myself a 4. Like I'm not that great at it because I've tried describing my dreams to you, and it's very hard. Like I know what my dream looks like, but it's hard for me to describe how it looks.
Oh, I see. Oh, I always thought it was hard for you because everybody usually tends to forget their dreams as soon as they wake up. Within like the first minute, you forget over like 60% of your dream already.
So it's 90.
90%? Oh,
forget
damn.
like 90% of your dream.
Really? Yeah. I thought it was a lot less. Well, either way, even more so. Like, I always thought you found it very hard to describe because of that. Because you forgot already your dream, so you're just having difficulty remembering it all. But I mean, in the way you're describing it, I feel like you're describing just everyday stories, like oh, what happened to me, or how you been, trying to catch up, that type of stories. I kind of thought you were just in a storytelling fashion. I thought you were gonna say like when you're around the campfire, or when you're actually trying to tell a story. Like let's say you gather around a couple of friends and you're all like, all right, let's tell stories. You're making it up as you go. I kind of thought you were like that way, not just stories of your life or.
No, okay, in that aspect.
Yeah.
I'll give myself like a 4.5, or like almost a 5.
Okay, so from creating stories from scratch, off of your head, just trying to entertain people.
Because the thing is, like when I try to create stories, like the movie that we talked about last week, or like even short stories that I tried writing earlier on in my early adult life. Yeah. I know what I want the characters to look like. I know what challenges I want them to go through. Yeah. I know the climax of the story, and I know the end, but I don't know how to start it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's always the most difficult
So that's part. Like the main problem. Like if I had to come up with a story from scratch, like the beginning would be so boring and bland. It would be like, there's a guy and a girl, and they're in some village, and then like once they get to the actual action, that's when the story would actually pick up.
Oh, I see. Once you get to the part where you started already in your mind, that's when things will pick up.
Exactly.
Okay, I see that.
What about you, Victor? And all this that we just talked about, how do you rank yourself as a storyteller, portraying like visuals to other people, making a story from scratch?
Well, from the storytelling perspective of my everyday life or just how you've been sort of stuff, I feel like I would give myself like a 5, a solid 50-50, because I vary depending on what story or what I've done, because sometimes I like to go into like deep descriptive sense where I tell whoever's listening to me every little thing. Like if I'm super excited about it, I try to give as much background as I can, just so that once I get to the part that I'm truly excited about, it has more like oomph, more punch to it, but on other hands, when I just want to cut it short, where I'm like, it's not really that important, and on top of that I feel like you guys won't really care about it, you just want to hear like what happened, and I really like cut it short and go to the point, and I miss out on a lot of descriptive details that it sometimes doesn't have the same impact that it would normally have if I did. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if anything, for you guys, you get an even more dumbed down version than what I'm trying to dumb it down to, But when it comes to storytelling and trying to entertain people from a fresh story that I'm coming up with, I try my best to be as descriptive as possible. Like, I don't care if you sometimes get lost a little bit on the way there, because I'm trying to describe the scene, how it looks, and the location of where everything's being placed. I kind of want that. Like, that's kind of my goal. You know what I mean? Like I want you to truly feel like you're in that area that I'm placing you in. And in fact, the main characters of my story are actually partners to you being there. If anything, you're like that ghost third-person camera following the characters themselves. So I haven't done it in a while. The last time I did it was with my nephews and my nieces. So and children are always easy to entertain.
Yeah, because children have like a very active imagination.
Exactly.
So they don't need like as many visual details and stuff. They'll just like make it up as they go.
Yeah, so it's very simple for them. And for myself as well, it takes a lot of the stress off of it. But the last time I told stories to like people my own age was back in like high school, and back then like I was able to captivate them enough to make 2 hours pass by in like 10 minutes sort of stuff. But I haven't done it since, so maybe my skills are lacking or I'm getting rusty. But I would give myself maybe like a 7.5. And when it comes to like actual like off the top of my head stories.
Nice.
The only problem why I wouldn't give myself a higher score is because sometimes my plot has many loopholes. Like I miss a specific detail that or I add something in just like out of whim to make it funny or to just bring back the attention of the listener, and in doing so it kind of just creates this what the hell, like why would that be? Like you never told us this was a magical place, or you never told us there was a wormhole. Like, why is this creature here now, or why are they doing such sort of thing when they would never do that? It's so out of character, that sort of stuff. It kind of just it loses you if at the same time trying to capture your attention.
Oh, I see.
So that's why.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Thank you.
No, but I think you're a pretty good storyteller.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Just like because like we drive a lot of places, and most of the drives are like 2 hours long because of the LA traffic.
Yep.
So obviously like we don't really tell stories, but we make up, like we try to do a lot of improv.
Yeah.
We'll just like create a scenario and go along with it, and like I feel like my improv is very like it's a little fast paced, but it's also kind of like everything. It goes step by step. Like, it's not very fluid, but at the same time, it's not like, did that happen or did this happen? Like, what's going on?
So you have more of a setup already in your mind of how you want things to go.
Yeah, and you're able to like keep up with my flow, so I feel like
that creates a lot of inside jokes with us. That's
exactly.
Funny, man. Yeah, no, I love driving so much. It's just good, a good stress reliever. Too. I just hate traffic. Yeah, like that's why I want to kind of visit a place where traffic is such a underly used word. You know what I mean? Like it's not really in their vocabulary because they've never
just
really
go to
had
like
it.
Oregon or something.
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah, because Danny told me when he was in Portland, like there was what they consider traffic is like when the street outside here, Pacific, gets like a little busy.
Really?
Yeah, like that's their definition of traffic. Whereas like LA traffic is like some place that's like 15 minutes away takes you like 2 hours to get to.
An hour and a half or so. Yeah. Oh man, I wish we had that type of traffic. That's insane.
I know, that'd be great.
Oh, hold up. You got a really long hair on your beard. Whose hair is that?
I don't know.
Jolin, have you been cheating on me? Is that it, Jolin?
No.
Who is this beard barber you've been going to?
No, I think I washed this shirt with like my mom with like everybody else's clothes.
Oh, I see.
So some of their hair probably just got stuck within the fibers.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Not bad. Okay. What story? What's the last story you told that you can remember?
No, about the Señor Choro pants.
Oh God. I love that.
Yeah.
So who is Señor Choro
So for anyone who doesn't speak Spanish, Señor Choro pants literally translate to Mr. Diarrhea pants.
Mm-hmm.
And then Señor Choro pants was this puppy that I had. All right, from the beginning, I had this poodle named Angel, and she had about 4 litters of puppies throughout her life. But then in her second litter of puppies, there was this one. It was like a male puppy. He was like fatter than all the other ones. He just looked like a little snowball. But he always had poop stuck to his butt. Like, we would cut the hair off. Like Angel would like lick it, but he just always had poop. I don't know why. So my brother and I thought it was just like a good idea to just call him Señor Choro Pants, because that's how you can tell him apart from his brothers and sisters.
Just from the poop on his back.
And he was also like the puppy that we had the longest, because nobody wanted to buy him.
Oh.
I don't know why, but we ended up like one of my mom's friends ended up wanting him.
They saw the poop on his backside. They were like, "Oh no, gonna have to maintain that too much."
I don't know, and like they didn't have tails or anything because we got them to get their tails docked.
Oh, okay.
But he just always had poop on his butt. It was crazy. So yeah, it was a very.
I could just imagine some dried out shit on his back, just walking around.
Yeah, so it was like it was a very fitting name for him.
Señor Choro Pants. I love it.
Yeah, I'll never forget Señor Choro Pants. He was like one of the funniest dogs I've ever had.
Yeah, I remember the first time you told me this story, I couldn't breathe. That was too funny. I didn't think you were serious. I thought you just like created it on the spot.
Nope.
I love it. I love that dog. I would have loved that dog.
I would have too. I think at one point we were gonna keep it because it was just like he was growing on us. Mm-hmm. But then somebody just like, oh my god, the dog's so cute. How much is it? And
really?
We just ended up selling it.
Oh, okay. So last minute.
Yeah. Though the legacy,
it's when you name them that you actually start making a bond to them, Jolin.
Though the legacy of Señor Choro Pants might live on because Barry, the Maltipoo that we talk about a lot in our Let's Plays and our shows and stuff.
Yeah, the one that's always with us in our Let's Plays.
Yeah, when she turns like 2, my mom wants to like breed her with another dog. Maybe there'll be another Señor Choro Pants in her batch. That'd be hilarious.
Oh man, Barry's just a different dog, right? Like
she's a Maltipoo. She's a Maltese and a poodle.
Yeah, but I mean, like she wasn't part of the litter, right?
No.
Of Angel.
No,
it was just another dog that you guys got, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We had Angel for like 10 years.
No way.
Yeah.
She did not look that old.
We got her when we moved into that house.
Wow.
Yeah.
She was a lot older dog than I thought. She still had a lot of like energy.
I don't know.
In her.
She just
moved around a lot.
even at 10, she just got like really sick, and then she had like multiple organ failures, so we had to put her down.
Oh no, that's sad.
Yeah, but I mean, like we brought her to Mexico to get her euthanized, and then over there in Mexico, I guess like the veterinarians like really care about animals, so they like took her a bath before like they euthanized her, and
they gave her a spa treatment before they.
Yeah, and then my mom paid a little bit extra so she can have like her own little plot.
Aww. That's nice.
So she's over there in Tijuana.
Oh, that's sweet. Okay.
So it's a happy ending. Yeah. As happy as something like that can be.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, that's still nice though. I like
and
that.
then we weren't even supposed to get dogs.
At all?
No.
Like no dogs whatsoever?
Like once like our previous batch of dogs just kind of like healed over. Because I had 2 German Shepherds and a poodle.
Yeah.
And then the poodle had multiple organ failures, so we had to put her down. The male German Shepherd, he got arthritis or something, so we gave him to my cousin, and he's just like hanging around in Riverside.
Oh, okay.
And then the other German Shepherd, I think we had to put her down because she had a tumor. Like she had a benign tumor on her stomach, and we got it cut off. But then I think she developed like a malignant tumor, so then we had to put her down too.
Oh man.
Because she was just gonna be in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
And after that, we weren't even supposed to have any more dogs because my parents were just like, yeah, no more. But
was that because they were actually like old?
Yeah, they were
started getting all that because they were old?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Alright, I thought they were like really young, and I was like, wow, Jordan, you just found bad luck with dogs.
So the male German Shepherd, he was 8 when we had to put him down. And then the angel, the poodle, she was 10, and then Sheena, the other German Shepherd that had the tumor, she was 11.
Oh wow, she was the oldest one?
Yeah. So they lived pretty good lives. They lived very long lives. So we weren't supposed to get dogs, but my mom was a hospice nurse, and she had a patient who was this little girl who had like leukemia or something. And she had a Chihuahua, but when she passed away, the family didn't want the Chihuahua anymore. Yeah. And they asked my mom if she wanted it, and she was like she was so attached to her patient because she was like a little girl that she was like, yeah, I'll take it. So then we got a Chihuahua for a while.
What happened to that Chihuahua?
She got hit by a car.
Aww.
She got out and like she thought we were playing with her, so we chased her like 3 blocks, and then she just like ran into the street and got hit by a car.
Is that the dog that your sister was really sad for a while? That's why I remember that dog.
But then at the same time, well, like a couple weeks before that happened, that's when we got Ollie.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
so they were like really good friends, and then she sadly died. And then Ollie was super sad. He was like howling nonstop the whole night because that was like his only friend. Yeah. So we had Ollie for a while, and then my mom was like, you know what, I want a small dog inside the house. And I was like, but we have Ollie, but he was going to grow up to be kind of big. Exactly. So then that's when we got Barry. Aww. And now we have all these dogs.
Barry likes me too.
Yeah, so far Barry and Ollie are pretty interesting dogs compared to the other ones, because like they actually like water. They don't mind taking baths, and then they like going on walks.
Barry loves to be groomed. That's one thing
Barry
I
loves
really
to
like
be groomed.
Seeing from a dog. She loves being combed and hair dried, and that's fun.
She likes being pampered.
Definitely.
And Ollie kind of just likes to play rough.
Oh yeah.
Like I could like push him over and like hold him down, and he like loves it.
Do you cut their nails?
No.
You don't declaw them or anything like that? No. Okay. That's why. That's not bad, because I've heard that it really hurts them if you do it.
Yeah, usually like if you let them out and they run on like concrete or whatever, or you just take them on daily walks,
it just
like
them
the
down
friction
themselves.
From the nails and the concrete is enough to like keep them down.
Oh, okay, I see.
Like that's why when Ollie scratches you, it doesn't really hurt, because like the tips of his nails are flat from the concrete.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
But Barry, since she doesn't really like to go outside, she has like sharper nails.
Yeah, I felt them. I saw the other day I saw a dog that was a husky, Rose's dog.
Pomsky?
Was it a Pomsky?
Like a Pomeranian and a husky?
No, it was a husky and a oh my god, I forgot what she said. It was 2 dogs that I love.
German Shepherd?
German Shepherd, there you go. German Shepherd and a husky mixed together.
That's actually pretty common.
Their teeth are so sharp. Yeah. Like I've been bitten by other dogs, no problem, but that dog's teeth left like marks on my hand when he was biting me, and I was like, okay, that was really sharp teeth. Holy crap! It was like getting sharp.
Shibas have really sharp teeth too.
They do?
Yeah.
I've always wanted a Shiba too.
Because when I went to Anime Expo, there was a girl who had a Shiba as a therapy dog, and I was like, can I touch it? And she was like, yeah, he likes being touched. And like I petted it, and like their canines are longer than every other dog's.
Yeah. Oh,
and they're sharp.
Yeah, the canines are always the ones you gotta look up. Shibas are the ones that like they have the big old booties. That they're all super fluffy and.
Those are corgis.
Those are corgis. Which ones are the Shibas?
Shibas are the
Japanese dogs.
Yeah, the Doge.
Oh,
from
okay.
The Doge
yeah.
Those are Shibas.
Okay, I like both. I like corgis and Shibas.
I'm starting to grow towards corgis. Like I never really liked them, just because like their little legs would freak me out. But having like a cattle dog, I don't know.
I'm sorry. It's just they're so fluffy and they're so short. It's just like but just stubby as fuck.
Yeah, but they like freak me out.
Oh man,
because it's just like those legs don't match that body.
They don't, but that's what makes them cute. Especially their head. Their head looks so huge compared to their body. Yeah. But why, Jody? You've had Chihuahuas before.
I've had one Chihuahua.
And you didn't freak out by the little tiny paws?
Oh no, I had two.
Yeah.
I had two. I had one that like we didn't even bother naming it. We just called it Chihuahua. And it was like those little apple head Chihuahuas that are extremely tiny that can fit in like a teacup.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had one of those.
Did you actually just call it around Chihuahua? Get over here.
Yeah. Because we didn't like it. Like it was too tiny and it stuck its tongue out all the time. So we ended up giving it to we gave it to my aunt in Mexico and she like loved the dog.
Yeah.
Like apparently there's like tiny dog contests where she lives.
No way.
And she would always bring the dog and she would win like 2,000 pesos or something.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah,
what
and
a
the
coincidence.
dog, like that Chihuahua, like I don't even know how old it was. It was like 14 years old.
Yeah. That's
before,
you could
like,
just call him like Chihu or something, you know?
We just called it
so Chihuahua.
We just called it Chihuahua.
That's funny. Now that you mentioned that it would always stick its tongue out, I just got a quick flash of Barry's underbite.
Oh yeah,
and it made me laugh even more.
Underbite.
I loved it. I barely noticed it when we were like, I was petting her, and I was like, "What? Why is she sticking out her teeth?" I thought she was doing it on purpose at first, and then you told me that she had an underbite. I started laughing so hard.
Yeah,
I love Barry.
But when she was a puppy, we couldn't tell that she had an underbite.
Really?
No, like she didn't look like she had one.
Did she develop it later on, or she just had it all along?
I think it just grew.
Oh, I see.
But she's okay.
I love dogs.
Yeah, I do too.
Anyways, Jolene, I feel like you showcase your storytelling abilities right now. You know, telling the whole story of your dogs that you've had before. Not bad. I rated a solid 8. You stuck to the point, and you know, dogs that you didn't spend as much time or didn't mean as much, you went straight to the point, and I like that.
You know what kind of bothers me?
What?
Like when people just name their dog like whatever color it is, like brownie or blackie or goldie.
Oh. That's my sister right there.
I know, it bothers me a lot.
I had a pit bull that was like honey. It was honey.
Because it was honey colored?
Yeah, honey colored. And she named it Honey. And I was just like,
wait, that doesn't bother me as much.
Really?
Yeah, because Honey is like, it's an okay name.
No, why? What grinds your gears about that?
Because at least like she didn't call it like Tanny. Like Tanny or like
Tammy.
Burgundy. Yeah. Well, not burgundy, but like
you actually know people
beige.
that call it like by the color, like specifically by the color.
Like some of my cousins, like they had like one of my cousins, he's had like 5 dogs that he named like Blackie because they were black.
Wow.
And I'm just like, name it something else. Freaking name it like Junior or something. I don't know.
Very original.
Yeah, that's why.
Blackie.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just...
I don't know. That's why like with Ollie. He's not olive color. He's a red healer.
Yeah.
Well, his real name's Oliver.
Yeah.
I just wanted to give him an interesting name.
Oliver Twist.
Yeah.
Oliver the other ender. Wait, why Oliver? How did you come up with Oliver? Actually,
I don't know. I wanted like, well, I didn't come up with it. My sister came up with it.
Oh, okay.
I forgot what I wanted to call him.
Yeah.
But if I ever do get another cattle dog, I'm gonna name it Cappuccino.
Cappuccino.
And I'm gonna call him Cappy.
Just call him Cap.
Or Cap.
Cappuccino, not bad. What if it's a blue?
I'll still call it Cappuccino.
Yeah. Okay. You and cappuccinos, man. Your
like
fascination is.
Plus, I think it's a cool name. Like if I ever get 2 other, I was like, it's either gonna be cappuccino or it's gonna be macchiato.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see that.
Just because.
I like
so
that.
like, their nicknames will just be like Cap and Mock. Cap and Mac.
Macchiato. Just be like, oh yeah, that's Mach 1. That's Mach 2. Oh, I'm guessing you're a speed fan. No, it's Macchiato 1. Macchiato 2.
Yeah, I think Ollie's a good name for him. He looks like an Ollie.
No, definitely. Like I feel like just the name itself really represents his energy that he showcases every day.
Yeah.
You know, it goes with him well, especially Ali. Just one last thing I wanted to talk about to you. Like, I'm not really a huge person on this, but, you know, it kind of goes back to the whole what's that called? The horoscopes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it goes back to
like
horoscopes.
Astrology and stuff like that?
Yeah, it kind of like that. I'm not a huge person on that because I honestly think that it's kind of a dumb thing to do, but I find it fun and intriguing when it matches. You know what I mean? When it actually like matches your personality or your day, I find it just like funny to read.
Yeah.
But I'm not the type of person that lives my day reading that shit every day in and day out. I was watching this video. I forgot who published it, or I forgot who was writing about it. But they were talking about Harry Potter, and you know I'm a huge like Potterhead. I love reading Harry Potter. I love watching movies, and they were talking about how this class in Harry Potter, algorithmic magic or something like that.
Yeah.
It helps determine the person's personality by numbers.
Oh.
And it's like you assign at every letter in your name to a specific number from 1 to 9. Then you add them all up, creating, you know, whatever number it adds, and then you add the 2 digits of that final number, and you keep adding and you know, thinning it down until you only have one single digit, and then that one single digit is supposed to represent your personality and what person you are from like a chart from like 1 to 9.
Wow.
And I found it on this website, and it pinned me down pretty well. Like I guess I just really thought it connected with me because it gave me the best option there was. So I was just happy to see that what it was. But it's like ones are like solitary loners, you know, they like their privacy. 5s are like arrogant, hot-headed.
Well, if you can like find the link, I can
Mm-hmm.
put it down in the description so that way you guys listening can
go check out your own name.
Yeah, can go check it out.
Yeah.
See whatever when you get and comment down below. Maybe we're the same ones, or maybe we're different.
And I even found a calculator online too that finds 3 numbers, because there's one number overall, like your whole name that I just described right now, and there's another number for your heart, like your inner self, and there's a third number for your social number, and that's the person you portray to other people.
I wonder if like they had Harry Potter speed dating, if like this is what they used.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, same numbers, yeah, just go with them. You'll be best friends. But yeah, I mean, I'll put a link to. You will put a link into the description.
Just send it to me and I'll put it in the link.
Of the calculator and the chart.
All right, sure.
Yeah, so it's if you guys like that Harry Potter stuff, it's just interesting to see. Hopefully you'll check it out.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. I'll let you know what I am in the next episode.
Yeah, definitely.
But I don't know. I wasn't gonna.
What,
I don't want to go into it, but it's like you already know why I hate like horoscopes and astrology and stuff.
Wait, why?
It's just
I don't remember.
Because they're just like they're so broad that it can apply to like anyone. So like about like if you read your horoscope and you're like a Taurus, which I'm not, I'm a Sagittarius, but that doesn't make any difference, right? You read your horoscope, you're a Taurus, and it says like, oh, watch out, you're gonna have trouble today. Literally, like trouble can be anything from getting a parking ticket to like spilling your coffee.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh no, my horoscope came true, or like, a Cancer looks it up and just like oh, financial benefits your way, but a financial benefit can be like you find a penny on the floor, or like $1 on the floor. It's I don't know, it's such bullshit to me.
I mean, people use that as an excuse. I mean, it puts you in that certain mentality, like especially, you know, if you live your day based on what horoscope you get, it's gonna put you in a negative mentality if it tells you like, oh, something bad's gonna happen to you, and then the whole day you're just gonna be looking for something bad, and of course something bad's gonna happen because everything bad happens once a day.
Yeah, that just reminded me of my friend Cez, because I met him in college. Yeah, and he was this Brazilian guy who lived in Texas.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah, Cez is an interesting guy. He's pretty great.
Okay.
But we were talking about like useless talents, and his useless talent is he, like, you tell him your birthday, and he can tell what your horoscope sign is. Like, not because he remembered it and he's into it, but because the horoscopes are a big thing in Brazil. So I told him like, oh, but this is my birthday, and he was like, oh, you're a Sagittarius, we can't get along. And I was like, I was like, Says, we're like really good friends. And he's like, yeah, but blah,
I guess apparently not.
Yeah, and I was just like I know there's like legit people who use that.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just like, how are like the stars in the night sky that were arranged when you were born supposed to dictate who you can and can't get along with? Like, at least open up with like, hi, my name is whatever, like, nice to meet you, and then start talking to them.
Yeah. No, I mean,
don't use your horoscope as an excuse.
Or especially those people that, like, you know, they get along with the person really well and they're going on, like, they're having a great time, and only when the conversation turns into like horoscopes do they actually like, you know what, sorry, we can't continue this, and then they leave.
I know, it's so
just
annoying.
Like, okay, why? I personally don't see the point
I want to
in that.
visit Says. I miss Says. He goes to...
Is he still in Norway?
No. He lives in Santa Barbara right now.
He goes to Santa Barbara?
Yeah.
Just hit him up.
I know, but Santa Barbara is so far away.
Jordan, just do it.
What?
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Oh, okay, mister. I come up with dated memes.
Yeah, just do it. These are spicy memes, alright, Jordan?
They're not that
Only
spicy.
the dankest on this channel, okay?
No, I don't know.
Do you know the way?
Oh my god. Dude.
Do you know
You're such a normie.
the way? Do you know the way?
You're such a normie.
Jolin, stop being a pleb.
Just let me get Swolsuki in here.
Jolin.
Do you know about Swolsuki?
Yes, I've seen it.
It's hilarious.
You can't see it right now, but I'm dabbing. Okay, Jolin? Alright? Do you know the reverse dab?
No, stop. Alright, with that, we're going to end this episode.
Alright, guys.
Thank you so much for listening.
Comment down below if you guys believe you're a good storyteller, you know. Give a description down below. Give us a little taste of your storyteller ability, you know.
For those of you who don't get along with Sagittarius, comment down below why. I want to know. I myself am a Sagittarius.
I'm an Aries, so yeah, if you hate me, you comment down below why.
But yeah, don't forget, you can always comment down below to let us know what topics to talk about. We'll definitely give them a shout out. You can also tweet us on Twitter, potential comments for the show. Also DM us on Instagram or just send us a shout out. That'd be great.
Yep.
Other than that, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Remember, stay beautiful.